students. My name is Teacher David, and I'm going to explain Unit 1. Okay, the title is Time to Remember, and it's more about reminiscing childhood memories, thinking about the good old days. That's basically what it means. Okay, so we move on to Activity 1, Snapshot, Getting to Know You. Okay, it says many people use the internet to meet people. Here is some typical information found in online personal ads. And then it says tell us about yourself, and we have some personal information regarding two people. Okay, Ted and Anna. Okay, so let's start with Ted. All right, so it says that Ted was born in Dallas. It says that he grew up in Los Angeles. He has a college degree. His occupation is a computer specialist. You can also say he is a computer specialist. And his interests and hobbies are: I love to be indoors. I enjoy skiing and swimming, and I'm a good cook. That's what he says. Yes. And Anna, yes, says that she was born in Buenos Aires. She grew up in Los Angeles. She has a high school diploma. She's a computer, I'm sorry, she's a college student. She likes to go to the movies and take long walks. And she's learning to inline skate. Okay, for those of you who don't know, inline skates are skates that come in a line. All right, there are quad skates and inline skates. Quad skates are the old-fashioned skates. Inline skates are the newer type. So it says, do you think Anna and Ted could be friends? It's possible that they can be friends. They have certain interests. They share common interests such as being outdoors. Um, Anna says she likes to take long walks, so that is generally done outdoors. So these two are pretty much the same. And Ted likes some skiing and swimming activities, and inline skate is a pretty similar activity. All right, so they can be friends uh, because they have the same interests. Do people in your country use personal ads? Yes, they do. Nowadays, people use Facebook a lot, and they meet other people. Create your own personal profile and compare it with your partner. Okay, you guys can do that at home. Let's continue with the conversation. Where did you learn to skate? Okay, so it says. So here we have a conversation between Ted and Anna. Okay, the title of the conversation is Where did you learn to skate? And this question is in the past tense. This is one of the questions you have to learn to use in this unit, mainly with the auxiliary did. Okay, where did you learn to skate? Where did you learn to sing? Where did you learn to swim? Where did you learn to design web pages, for example? Okay, so here we have the conversation. It says, oh, I'm really sorry. Are you okay? I'm fine, but I'm not very good at this. Neither am I. Say, are you from South America? Yes, I am, originally. I was born in Argentina. Did you grow up there? Yes, I did, but my family moved here 10 years ago, when I was in junior high school. And where did you learn to skate? Here in the park. This is only my third time. Well, it's my first time. Can you give me some lessons? Sure, just follow me. By the way, my name is Ted. And I'm Anna. Nice to meet you. So, the two characters we saw in Activity 1 are engaging in a conversation in activity 2. And both are pretty new to skating. And as you can see in the picture, they bumped into each other and fell. And as a matter of fact, Ted is newer to skating than Anna. Yeah, Anna has been skating for a while. Well, not a long time, but it's her third time. So Ted asks for some skating lessons, and Anna says, "Sure, let's do it." And that's basically what the conversation is about. Ah, yes, it's also about Anna and her, basically her biography. Yes, like where she was born and if she moved from one country to another or from one city to another. Okay? Okay, let's continue with activity 2. I'm sorry, activity 3, which is the grammar focus. Here we start to see the past tense. Yes, the first question is, where were you born? I was born in Argentina. Were you born in Buenos Aires? Yes, I was. No, I wasn't. I was born in Cordoba. Okay, so here we have questions with was and were, and we have both information questions and yes or no questions. Okay, be careful not to confuse them. Okay, if somebody says where were you born, you don't answer yes or no. You just give them the information they are asking for. All right, and here we have questions with did, with the auxiliary did. When did you move to Los Angeles? I moved here 10 years ago. I didn't speak English. Did you take English classes in Argentina? Yes, I did. I took classes for a year. No, I didn't. My aunt taught me at home. Okay, so again, we have two types of questions. Information question. Information questions start with WH questions, right? Where, when, what, how, why, etc. And yes or no questions don't start with WH questions. They generally start with an auxiliary. All right. So, and their respective answers. Like I said before, don't answer information questions with yes and no's, but rather give the information. All right. So here we have the activity. We did this in class, so I'm not gonna go over it so much. The idea is that you complete it using did, was, were, and it's all combined. Okay. For example, could you tell me a little about yourself? Where were you born? I was born in Korea. Did you grow up there? No, I didn't. I grew up in Canada. Okay, so that's an example right there. Okay, let's continue with activity 4. Activity 4 is a listening activity. It's about life as an immigrant. Alright, but we're not going to do that now. Let's move on to activity 5. We have some questions. Tell me about yourself. And these questions are mainly in the past tense because it's the structure that we're trying to reinforce here. Where did you go to elementary school? I went to Ben Shepherd Elementary School. That's my answer. Were you a good student in elementary school? Yes, I was an excellent student in elementary school. What were your best subjects? My best subjects were PE and English. Okay, PE is physical education, for those of you who don't know. What subjects didn't you like? I didn't like um, math. When did you first study English? I first studied English in 1985, I suppose. I was very young. What other languages can you speak? Okay, here it changes from past tense, did, were, didn't, did, to can. So I would say I can speak just English and Spanish. Do you have a big family? Simple present. Yes, I have a big family. Did you enjoy your childhood? Yes, I enjoyed my childhood Did you enjoy your childhood? Yes, I enjoyed my childhood. Who was your hero when you were a child? So the my hero was um, my dad. Okay. Did you ever have a part-time job? Yes, I had a part-time job when I was 16. That's basically the typical answer. So here in activity 6 it says word power. Complete the word map, add two more words to each category. So we're talking about our lives. So our childhood, our memories. So here we have some vocabulary related to childhood memories: beach, bicycle, cat, collect comic books, paint, play chess, rabbit, scrapbook, snake, soccer ball, summer camp, treehouse. So the idea here is that you use verbs like had to make sentences. For example, I had a cat when I was 6 years old. Its name was Fluffy. Okay. Or you can say, I liked to play chess after school with my friends. I really liked to play chess with my friends after school because they were really good at it and it was very competitive. Okay, or you can say you had a pet. I had a rabbit, I had a cat, I had a snake, I had a pet snake when I was 10 years old. I don't know. Maybe some people had one. Okay, or some other verbs like went. I went to summer camp uh, for many years. Or I usually went to the beach on vacation with my family. Okay, so the idea is that you talk about places, pets, possessions, etc. You can say I had a soccer ball, I had a favorite soccer ball, and I was really fond of it. Okay, using the vocabulary given. For example, I played chess when I was in elementary school. How well did you play? I was pretty good actually. I won several competitions. Competitions, yes, sir. Alright, so let's move on to perspectives. Here we start talking about changes in our lives. How have you changed? The new grammar is used to. Alright, so remember we discussed used to. It's mainly used to talk about changes. So it's like before yes and now no, before no and now yes. Alright, so when I was a kid, I used to be very messy, like in the picture. But now I'm very neat. Remember, I told you that you don't really have to use the but now phrase to make your point, but it's for emphasis, but you don't really need it because the grammar in itself gives off that message. Okay. I used to have a lot of hobbies. What does this say about you now? It says that you don't have that many hobbies now. I didn't used to collect anything. What does it say about you now? That you do now. Okay. I used it, it's ambiguous as to what you used to collect. I mean, what you collect now, but it says that you do. I used to be really into fashion. This says that now you don't like fashion. Okay. I never used to play sports. I never used to worry about money. What does it say about you now in the present? It says that you have the tendency to worry about money. Okay, etc., etc. Let's move on to activity 8, which is where used to is explained. Okay, so it says used to is a structure. Used to refers to something that you regularly did in the past but don't do anymore. The same examples from before. Some other examples can be I used to smoke, or but now I don't. I used to eat a lot, but now I don't. I didn't used to. Um, I didn't used to be a teacher, but now I am. Okay. Some more examples. So remember that after used to, we use the base form of a verb. Be. Did you use? Okay, when it's in a question or a negative, we don't use used to. We just use used to. Okay, without the ed. Why? Because of the auxiliary. Okay. What sports did you used to play without the d? Because of this. And here, I never used to. Yes, it's negative, but it doesn't have an auxiliary, so the d remains. Okay. So the idea is that you do the activity for homework. In elementary school, I used to be popular. Number two, I used to be um, popular, but I'm not anymore. When I was a kid, I used to play hide and seek with my cousins. I didn't used to like soccer. When I lived in the United States, I didn't used to like soccer, but now I do, and I play it too, etc., etc. Alright, so the idea is that you make your own sentences. How have you changed these things? Your hairstyle. Well, I used to have longer hair, but now I keep it short. Okay. The way you dress. I used to dress more formal. Now I have the tendency to wear more jeans. Okay. Your hobbies and interests. I used to like. What did I used to like? I used to like um, scary movies. I used to like horror movies, but I really don't anymore because they're not very scary. Okay? So let's continue. Activity 9 is pronunciation. Used to. Listen and practice. Notice that the pronunciation of used to and used to is the same. When I was a child, I used to play the trumpet. I used to have a nickname. I didn't used to have a bicycle. I didn't used to study very hard at school. Okay? So that's basically it, guys. Activity 10 is speaking. What's your favorite childhood memory? One of my favorite childhood memories is when um, my mother took me to Disneyland. Okay? And we visited most of the parks in Orlando. Okay? And I had a great time. What kinds of sports or games did you used to play when you were younger? Okay, I used to play chess a lot. Did you used to have a nickname? Yes, I did. I used to be called. Um, I don't even remember. Or no, I'd rather not say. Where did you used to spend your vacations? I used to spend my vacations in the Caribbean, like in Aruba or in Puerto Rico. How has your taste in music changed? It has changed a lot. I used to like only like hip hop and electronic music, but now I really like classical music a lot. As a matter of fact, the other day I went to a classical music concert and it was very interesting. Okay, etc., etc. Okay, activity 11 is a writing activity. Write about yourself. And the idea is that you do the reading activity, which is about Nicole Kidman, new Hollywood royalty. Okay, the idea is that you read the article and notice all the uses of the past tense. Mainly, the whole text is in the past tense. Was born, was a student, when she was 4, family returned, grew up, became interested, her first experience,